Hello everybody out there in Mathland. Today for third grade we will be doing the third lesson for our last chapter, and this is about finding the unknown sine lengths of a shape. It'll still have to do with perimeter, and I will show you how to do that. Do not worry, it's not that bad. You need to know how to add and subtract, and I know that you guys do a very good job with that, okay? So the perimeter of a trapezoid is 26 feet. Find the unknown side length. As you know, the perimeter is the measurement outside of a shape, adding all those sides up. So think of a fence around an area, around a farm, for example. And the way you do this is by adding all the numbers that you already know and subtracting them from the perimeter they already told you. For example, you know these sides, but you don't know that one. So K is the variable. That's what we call the letter they put in here to replace the number you don't know. That's called a variable. They used K, so I put K here. Then the rest of the sides come over here. So you know we know one side is 5, one side is 6, and the other side is 5. And we know K plus all those sides I do know has to equal 26. Next step that you should do, add up all the numbers you already know. 5 plus 6 plus 5. That gives you 16. And of course, bring the K down with it since you still don't know what K is. Now you know that K plus 16 equals 26. You have to do the inverse operation to find out what's left. Inverse means opposite. So what's the opposite of addition? That would be subtraction. So if you do 26 and you take away 16, you're left with 10, meaning that the unknown side, K, is 10. 10 feet. So the unknown side length is 10 feet. Give me one quick moment, everybody. I need to make sure that I have my teacher's edition with me, just in case I make a tiny little mistake. We always say that we're all human, right? We all make mistakes. All right. Looking for it right now. Thank you for your patience. All right, so this is page 694 that I'm on right now. And I'm going to work through one more example before we start on those practice problems, okay? All right. Now this shape right here, this is a square. And what's very specific about a square is that a square has sides lengths that are all equal to each other. So right now they're showing you a square, and none of the sides have a number. They all have a variable on it, but it's the same variable. When they use the same variable, n, that means that all those numbers are the same. They tell you that the perimeter of that square is 32. A square has 4 sides, right? That means that 4 times that same number has to equal 32. Knowing your basic facts, you know that 32 divided by 4, which is the inverse operation of multiplication, is 8. So the missing side is 8. The only reason this works dividing by 4 is because this is a square and all squares have the same length sides, okay? Each side is 8 centimeters. Alrighty, let's go to the 2 on the bottom. So right now they tell you that the perimeter of this shape is 34 inches, and they gave you 1 side, 2 sides, 3 sides, and Y is the side that you don't know. That means that Y plus 10 plus 7 and plus 4 has to equal 34. Add the numbers you do know. So 10 plus 7 is 17. 17 and 4 is 21. So then do the inverse operation. That means subtract 34, take away 21, you're left with 13. So that means that Y must be 13 inches. Always include the unit of measurement, okay? Here's a square, and you know it's a square, even though they didn't say the word square. Look at this. All the variables are the same. J, 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 J. That means all the sides are equal. That's a square. So 4 times whatever J is has to equal 20 meters. So what's 20 divided by 4? J equals 5 meters. Okay, moving right along. Page 695, right here on number 3. This triangle has 3 sides. We know 8 and 3 is one of them, but Y we do not know. So the Y plus 8 plus 3 has to equal 19 feet. We add up the sides that we do know. 8 plus 3 is 11. So Y plus 11 must equal 19. So to find it, you do inverse operation. Whoops, sorry about that. 19 take away 11, you're left with 8. It means it's 8 feet is the missing side. The y equals 8. All right, here the perimeter is 26. I know these three sides, so I know that the letter D, right there, letter D, plus 10 plus 5 plus 7 must equal 26. So 10 plus 5 is 15, 15 and 7 is 22, so D plus 22 must equal 26. We do inverse operation to find it, so we do 26 take away 22, and you're left with 4 centimeters. All right, next one, 30. See, all these processes are very similar to each other. K plus 5 plus 12 plus 2 has to equal 30. Add the numbers that you do know. So 5 plus 12 is 17, 17 and 2 is 19. So K plus 19 equals 30. To find K, inverse operation, that means subtract, and you're left with 11. K equals 11 feet. All right, over here. It's not always going to be four-sided shapes. Sometimes it's shapes that have more numbers, and that's okay. The process still remains the same. So in order to find K, it's like K plus all these numbers, 10, 4, 5, 4, 5. So 10, 4, 5, 4, and 5 equal 32. This is 14. 14 and 5 is 19. 19 and 4 is 23. 23 and 5 is 28. So K plus 28 equals 32. Inverse operation means that K is 4 inches. All right. Now, look at this. Y. This is called a rhombus because it has 4 equal sides, but it doesn't have 4 90-degree angles. So, but they still, all those Y's equal the same.